Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. We can
Yes.
see your screen, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We've not really gone much in our business analysis business, but it's already beginning to sink. The last time we finished about digital enterprise products or solutions. Talk about all these digital enterprise solutions. How organization can do magic with all these digital enterprise solution, but this magic cannot happen without business analysts. I'll help them to optimize this solution because these solutions are just white label. You cannot use it just for you to get it. You have to configure it, customize it to your need. And it's the business analysts that need to understand that need through various interview, collaboration, workshop, capture requirement, and then collaborate with the developers to customize it and make it usable, make the solution being able to help organization realize efficiency, optimize the way they work and things like that. But it's not only solution, digital enterprise solution that business analysts can leverage on to solve solutions. There are so many ways, so many techniques a business analyst can apply without actually getting digital solution. So, and these are the things we talk about it during the introduction briefly, but I want us to look at it again because you might find yourself where you might not, the organization might not have money, or even if they have money, everything is not technology. Some things, solution are better not using technology. So, and this is what we're going to look at this night. That's effective business analysis without digital enterprise solutions. So business analysis isn't just about implementing digital solution. It's about understanding problems and designing effective improvements. That is it. Problems like I want it to be, let it keep on recurring in your mind. You are a problem solver. You are not, that is what you are. You solve problems. Any problem that you cannot solve might be difficult to solve because you are professional. You are not just ordinary person that solves problem. Everybody relies on you to solve problems. Even the kings in the palace, they should look for you. Everybody, governors, presidents, if they really understand your worth, they should be looking for you to help them solve their problems. Not only organization, even family members who have really known the importance of business analysis and know that you have undertaken a boot camp or a training in business analysis should be coming to you to help them. Please put yourself on mute. You can do better than that, or I throw you out. It's becoming, I told my class, I don't lock my class. I love everybody being respectful because we are adults. So here's how a strong business analysis approach can empower your organization, even without diving into digital tools or solution. Number one is deep understanding of the problems. Business analysts excel at getting to the roots of the challenges. Techniques like root cause analysis and process mapping help business identify the core issues and inefficiencies leading to solutions that address the actual problems and prevent reoccurring. There's what called root cause analysis. Root cause analysis has been in existence for a very long time, and these are very good technique that BAs leverage on to solve complex problems. Because while using root cause analysis, you keep on digging and digging and digging. So we're going to look at root cause analysis in details when we are going to be looking at various techniques in business analysis. This is one of key techniques. Key techniques like have root cause analysis, we have gap analysis, we have process mapping or process analysis. These are key analysis, but let's just understand it at the surface that root cause analysis, process map, these are some of the techniques that help identify core issues. They help to dig, like the name sound, roots. They dig down to the roots of the matter. So leading to solutions that address actual problems and prevent recurrence. Then we have collaborative solution design. Business analysts facilitate collaboration between stakeholders, ensuring a holistic understanding of need and concern. Brainstorming session and prioritization technique help generate creative solution and focus resources on the most impactful improvement. Brainstorming, I don't know if you guys have heard I talk about brainstorming a lot. That's why we have teams, we have groups. You know, why we group two people into groups, and more especially using proximity within grouping you within your geography, is that we can brainstorm both virtually and we can even come out and sit one-on-one to talk about our problems and come up with solutions. You know, our brain, all these technologies we are using, all these artificial intelligence, we develop them, you know, they all come out of our brain. And that's why if we come together and brainstorm on issue, I don't see the reason why we should not come up with solution. So you don't try to solve problems alone. As a business analyst, you are not a lone ranger. You work with team, but you need to know how to get them together and explore them. You know, get their opinions about situation, about problems, you know, and from there you see solutions coming out. And when we have in a situation like brainstorming, a lot of ideas will be coming, and such ideas we can take them and keep on prioritizing them, and this will help us to really generate a lot of ideas. Prioritize our ideas. We have limited resources. We focus on the most important. These are ways we solve problems as a business analyst without actually involving technology. So another one is implementation and change management. Effective communication and training are essential for successful implementation. Business analyst ensures everyone understands the why behind changes and establish metrics to track progress and make adjustment as needed. In some cases, when there is a problem, training, just normal training can, because you find out that some of the people using a process or working within a space or process do not understand what they are doing. So many people do not understand what they are doing. So it's our duty to make sure that they understand what they are doing by providing continuous training that will help them understand their domain very well. This is not solution. This is not digital solution. We can do all this. Training can be one-on-one coaching. So these are ways we business analysts solve problems, in collaboration with root cause analysis and process mapping. So let's look at non-digital solutions for improvement. Standardization of a process, consistent workflows across department lead to improved efficiency and reduced error. Like, we keep on modifying the way we work. There are some ways we work. We don't need to, everything is not technology. We can keep on improving on our process, the way we work, and we find out that it's going to really improve the general and efficiency and add value to the system, reduce errors. When people continue working on a particular process and master that process, it's of common understanding that the error within the system must be reduced. We have improved communication and collaboration. Poor communication brings about a lot of bottleneck within the system. It causes bureaucracy, and it can cause a lot of problems. So we can improve on our communication, various channels of communication, and that is going to break down the silo. Silo is when there is no communication is not flowing. Everybody is isolated, working on your own. Everybody seems to be an island. In a situation like that, in a situation where everybody is working, in silos, isolated, is not going to work. So improved communication and collaboration is another very important way to a business, and that's why I'm always talking about we coming together. When we work so much as a team virtually, it can be productive if we do a bit of hybrid. But if everything is all about remote, at times you find out that it's kind of not working so well. So if people, that's why Agile encourages us to come as much as we can, come together, talk one-on-one. And when we are having a meeting, I always advise people, put on your camera so that people can see you. Bonding, that is bonding. Team bonding is very good. So with that, it's going to help to break down that wall called silo. So many of, even in digital technologies or digital enterprise solutions, if these digital enterprise solutions are not communicating, just like individuals are communicating, you are not going to get the best out of all these technologies. And that's why somebody will say that we've heard a lot about integration. Just the way we human beings try to network, connect, to circulate information, to make sure that we have good information or good communication. That is the way technology as well. They need to collaborate as well. They need to share information. And that's what we talk about integration. So we human beings, we equally need to integrate properly in order to network very well. That is the communication and collaboration. Policy and procedure optimization. We have a lot of outdated, obsolete policies that's not working. Let me use, sorry for those, I'm in Nigeria, you know, we have a lot of problems. That's why I'm always using case studies from there, because that's where we have problems. And I'm hoping we can start solving our problems. Now, most of us are business analysts. Wherever you are, try to be an agent. Even if they are not paying you, show your light. Try to solve one or two problems. And that is how you are leaving your footmark. So the point I'm making is that in Nigeria, within the corporates, more especially in public sectors, government areas, there's a lot of policies, outdated policies that's no longer working, and we are still following it. Why are we following it? We made a lot of laws that are outdated, and that is why people keep on suffering, because we are following something that is no longer working. Their days are gone, you know, and some of those things shouldn't be used anymore. We are still using constitution written before we were born. Those who wrote that constitution did not know that there will be something like AI, you know, when they were writing that constitution. So, and when they want to implement that constitution, now they don't want people to use AI because AI is not in the constitution. You see, when some people are fighting that we should not use AI, they are not fighting for you not to use AI, not because they don't like AI, but maybe the law they are representing say that you shouldn't use AI. I hear that sometime in Abuja, you cannot use Google or this TomTom, or call it a SatNav navigator, all these drivers used to. They say you don't use it. The law ban you from using. So the road safety people, when they see you using this SatNav, they will arrest you. Why are they arresting you? They're arresting you because maybe the law say you should not use. But this is technology that help people. Somebody who do not know Abuja very well, who drove all the way from Lagos and just enter Abuja, and maybe the person want to go to his NNPC office. You've not been to NNPC office. How do you get there? And okay, you came with your vehicle. You drove all the way from Lagos to Abuja with your vehicle. And getting into the city, you don't know which road to. How do you go? How do you do that? All you need to do is put on your map, your sat map, and it will take you to where you go. But you find out that the road safety people say you should not use it. So the point here is that policies, some policies, laws, regulation should be constantly, regularly be reviewed. Within the organization, anywhere we are, we continue to review policies. If you're an organization as a business analyst, you know that if you really believe that artificial intelligence, like now in so many organizations, they don't want anybody, they don't want to hear that we are using all these AI like ChatGPT, Google Gemini to do your work or do anything. They don't want to see that. It's their mindset. So many of them are working on outdated psych. It's the duty of a BA to make sure that you review all these things. Some of these policies, that's how you solve problems, improve efficiency, bring innovation. Some of all these things, you don't need technology to do that. All you need to do, review, let people know that this is no longer info. This is an outdated information. This is outdated processes. So you continue to review different processes. And with that, you find out you are solving problems without involving any digital technology, and try to let your company be on the trend, current affairs, things that are happening. And that is what the Agile is saying. Follow the trend, follow the market, understand what the customer need, what the user need. Follow what they use. If your organizations, there is some regulations made within your organization, and this is the way we are working, and is not in the line, is not in line with the market trend. Some of these policies, procedures should be optimized by regularly updating them. And that's this. That's the way, another big way we can solve a lot of problems. So then we have gap analysis, identifying gaps. You know, gaps can be a lot of opportunities if you know how to use that. Anywhere you are, identify gaps there. If you're a smart guy, when you identify gaps within your community, you can turn the gap into opportunity and you start making money. So identify the difference between the desired state and the current state to target area for improvement and bridge gap effectively. Where do you live? You find out that people love some certain things, and it's not, people are still living within the, because there is no such situation. Let's look at today. Increasingly, people are beginning to make orders from home. People do not want to go out to the markets anymore to buy their products. But in so many areas, you find out that it's only, you can only go to market before you can buy something. If you are a very smart guy, you can start something, start creating community. I see a lot of people doing that in social media. They'll be creating community, they call it a marketplace, and people will start be buying. These are ways, because you see there is a lot of gaps in the system, you know. So that is one area where we've developed another market where we're going to explore. But the point I'm making here, that all of us here can start tapping from. That is why you're a business analyst. Or a business analyst, you're an entrepreneur. It's not just about to go and start. Let me tell you, if you have configured your mind that you are just going to, after this, it's just about going to Upwork or getting all this, you are limiting yourself. You are not going to grow. No amount of money you make from working for people is going to be enough. Well, it's a good way to start if you can, but don't, I see people, when you talk about business and some people get irritated. But I don't blame them, because they just want to get out of here so that the little one they know, project management they know, they will start using project labor, start applying and getting. They don't even want to attend this course, business, and they don't want to even hear it. They don't want to be here. They feel we are wasting our time. You know, it's because of lack of no understanding. If you really understand, this is what can really change your life, understanding gaps in our environment. You don't need technology to understand these gaps. All you need to review the current process. Current process in every section, every environment have a process. A process they do one thing or process they do the other thing. You must identify processes in your organization. There's what we call, when you finish a business analysis, there's one role in business analysis called process analyst. They are looking for a lot of process analysts as well, because their own job is just to be identifying all the processes. When you identify a process, then you create the current process, and you try to help them to create the future process. And that is how they are growing. Every current process needs optimization. So identify difference between the desired state and the current state. That is big opportunity. Well, that difference is the gap. That is the opportunity you are looking for. You want to become, have your own business. You don't need to go to Lagos to start a business if you don't have anybody you are going to stay with in Lagos. Who tell you is only going to Lagos? You don't need to travel abroad if you don't have anybody to send you abroad. You can actually start your own from your comfort of your zone and be doing something amazingly for yourself by understanding gaps in your environment, in your locality. Gaps are some of the things that make people suffer. In the environment, what are the things that are making people to suffer so much? You must find one you can do, or collaborate with one or two people or four people as a team and start doing it. That is gap. It doesn't require technology to do all these things. Maybe for your organization, all you need is understand how to map out, identify current processes using interview, using workshop, and when you capture them, you model them, and it's not you don't need digital technology to do all these things. So with that, we'll try to understand business analysis both inside and outside, so that anywhere you find yourself, you are useful. Anywhere you find yourself, you are a very useful person. Even there is no internet, it doesn't mean internet doesn't mean that you can. Even if you find yourself in a place where there is no internet, you can still be very useful when you understand this business analysis very well. Let's look at some case studies that will help us to understand this very well, because after this we might not come back to some of this. So that's why I'm trying for us to understand it very well. We've had a brief look at this. This case study will see reducing food service time in restaurants. We've had a brief chat on this. You're looking at this, you can actually see this is the waitress or the restaurant attendant, and you can see the customers. They are not happy, and the restaurant attendant, she's a bit nervous. So that is a problem. It takes so much time to serve the food. People do not have that kind of time. So, and then this is a gap we need to find out. we need to apply gap analysis. So the first thing here is to understand the current process, the current state, which is called as is, interview with staff, kitchen layout analysis, order ticket review, and monitor food preparation. These are areas we need to interview, and we capture all these areas. So in the current process on how to serve food, if you are trying to solve this problem, that is the interview you are capturing. These are various processes. Interview the staff. You try to understand the kitchen layout, order ticket review, and monitor food preparation time. When you monitor all this, you do not require any technology. All you need is a pen and a paper to be recording your observation, to understand the amount of time it takes actually to do that. So if they employ you, there are so many big hotels, so many big restaurants that you can really do this for them, and they will pay you a very good amount of money to also do this, to make sure that their customers are very happy. And during that, you find out is 15, the total time it takes to wait for an order to be made 15 minutes. When you interview, or this is your requirement gathering. You are gathering requirement on the current process. Okay. Now, understanding the desired state. Research the industrial benchmark for wait time and consider customer expectation. Every process must have a standard industrial benchmark. And then find out the desired wait time is 5 minutes. That is 5 minutes. So you see the reason why these people are crazy. They are crazy because you are wasting their time. The desired industrial wait time is 5 minutes, and they are staying 15 minutes, and you want them to keep quiet. They have things to do. And then identify gap identification, compare wait time with desired time, identify bottleneck in the kitchen workflow, and assume menu complexity. We find out that after all this review, the kitchen, everything, the bottleneck, the workflow, the complexity within the kitchen, and everything comes up with 10 minutes. All the bottleneck in the kitchen, you have to find out all the bottleneck within the kitchen, equipment, order process, and you find out there's a lot of bottleneck. You have to find a way to clear all the bottleneck. Find out is, because we already see here, this is 15 minutes and the desired time is 5 minutes. So how do you clear all these 10 minutes, which is the gap? That is the gap. You need to find what you need to do to identify this bottleneck and remove all of them, so that you will optimize the process. The process is the amount of time it takes to serve food. So that once some customer comes in and places order, within 5 minutes, they'll serve the person food and the person will be happy. So these do not require digital technology like ERP or CRM or LMS or ITSM or even artificial intelligence, chatbots, or all this and that. It doesn't require them, or it doesn't require even any mobile. So you can solve these problems. And there's so many companies they have similar problems like this that you can just solve without actually using or helping them to implement any digital technology. So non-digital solution based on gaps. One, communication breakdown. Communication breakdown, these are a gap can find, improve other communication between the server and the kitchen staff. This is so when you increase this communication breakdown, it will help to reduce time. Number two, kitchen workflow inefficiency. You try to reorganize the kitchen layout or upgrade equipment to improve workflow. It's going to reduce waiting time. Prep time issues. Develop a standard system for prepping ingredients ahead of time for better peak hour preparedness. So some of all these things, if you need to start prepping when order is made, then maybe you have to start prepping ahead of time. Some of all these things, you already prep them, keep them handy, so that you don't have to start. If you need to prepare the food fresh, some of all these need to be prepped and be waiting for order to be made. So these are ways you can actually reduce the amount of time spent trying to do all these things, and customers are not going to be happy. When that is done, monitoring and improvement. Track wait time after implementing changes. Refine solution based on ongoing data and customer feedback, and consider future integration of digital solution. So if you need to integrate, but here you can see we can actually do something without digital solution. So digital solution can just be maybe further integration if there is a solution out there. So, but we can continue to refine this without even digital solution. So digital solution is digital money. It involves money. You can save your organization a lot of money by just using your basic BA techniques and IQ. So now you can see here, after everything, everybody is smiling, is serving the food now. See, even you, the restaurant attendants, you are happy when you are doing a good job. You see them, they are smiling, serving the food because they know they are doing a great job. Unlike the first person that's looking so nervous and panicky. You know when you are not performing, like this person here, you see the panic mood, the nervousness in her face. Everybody is just shouting at you. But here, you come to the kitchen and do the magic. Then here you see they are happy. Everybody is happy. The people serving the food are happy. The people they are serving, everybody is happy. And that is simple business analysis that doesn't require big implementation. So, in conclusion, business analysis is a powerful tool for tackling challenges and creating positive changes within organization. By focusing on understanding the problem, designing effective solution, and managing implementation, you can significantly improve performance without necessarily implementing complex digital solution. But remember, strong business analysis lays the foundation for digital integration when the right time comes, but when the right time comes. So when you are starting a business, you can be doing this, not jumping into. So as a startup, you need to leverage on all this. But when your business becomes a corporation, then you desire business, all these digital technologies, digital enterprise applications, you need them. And they not only needing them, they need to be highly optimized, well integrated, well customized, so that they can serve the purpose. So, but for now, because so many of us are not going to work for big corporations like Google, Meta, Amazon. Some of us are going to be working for startup companies, and they are going to appreciate you so much when we are going to bring in your expertise in helping them, save costs. And that is what we are meant to do, to solve problems. So that is where it is. We might not come back to this non-digital solution. That's why you have to treat it very well and understand it very well. Although going forward, have to, look at some of those techniques so you understand it very well, like gap analysis. Even gap analysis is everywhere. You can apply it. Even root cause analysis, you can apply it anywhere, even in digital enterprise. But the point is that these are some of the key techniques you can equally use in non-digital solutions. So that's where we're stopping for tonight. The next time, we're going to dive into to understand various roles involved in business analysis, because some people tend to be confused about roles. Business analyst is one, to have so many of them, have, like I said, process analysts and the rest of them. But in our next session, we'll look at that in detail to understand what we can do when we finish this bootcamp as, business analysis bootcamp. You can do more than just a business analyst. We have what we call process analysts, we have system analysts, but until then, I will dive into it very well and look at that. But for now, this is where we're ending tonight. So if you have questions surrounding this business analysis without technologies or enterprise solution, I'm not technologies, but enterprise solution, because even if you are sending email is, you see, using technology, but email is not an enterprise application. So that's it. And got a question for me? I'll be very happy to thank to your question. Madam Jane. Jane Ezekwel, if you hear a name, you can actually unmute yourself and say something, because you are raising your hand. Or if you don't know you are raising your hand, it's still okay. And it seems to.
That was a mistake. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. This is where we're ending it for tonight, and we are ending tonight so quick. And yeah, we won't run late all the time. Some days we close quicker, and that's it. So I wish you the best of weekend. And yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Everyone.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.